Okay, so for A, I choose your answer C because you won't know the amount of days. It's 50%, so you can half and half. Even though the bigger hospital because produces 45 babies per day and the other one 15 per day. It's not still a given that it will be higher than the other. So
At the
neither of them.
yeah. At the end of the day, it's 50% like Wiley, so it's the same percentage.
Yeah.
That's my answer is C two.
Okay, so I chose B because I looked at it like because one hospital gets about 45 babies a day because it's larger, and the other hospital gets about 15 a day because it's smaller. And I just looked at it in a sense of proportion, like probability. If obviously the smaller hospital gets the smaller amount of babies, um, probability wise, it will have the smaller hospital will have the most amount because like smaller probabilities equals larger percentages. So that's why I picked B.
Yeah, I picked B too because, like you mentioned, the larger hospital had 45 babies and the smaller 15 babies. So based on probability, it's B.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting. So the final answer is kind of hard because like two chose C and the other two chose B.
B.
So um, when
It's
you
a tie.
when I see it the way you see it, guys, I think like I might agree with you and say it's B, since there's a larger probability for the smaller hospital to get more days than the larger hospitals. So I may go with B. What about you, Emmanuel?
Oh, for
For the A?
yeah, A. Yeah. I go with C.
You still go with C,
Still with C?
but now it's like three.
3, 2, 1.
It's
It's
a 2
one,
C,
okay.
2 B.
So I think yeah, it's C. It's B. Okay, for 9-1B, what was your answer, Marwa?
For the 9B, I chose B. Linda is a bank teller and active in the feminist movement. Um, I decided the B based on using perception bias and using stereotype because in the text it mentions that she was deeply concerned with the discrimination and she was involved with social activities, I guess, and participated in anti-nuclear demonstrations. So it shows that she might have been feminist, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely perception bias, a faulty perception. That's why I chose A, because just because she's a female and just because she's concerned with discrimination doesn't make her a feminist. And discrimination doesn't only involve gender equality; it's also involve other things like race, like age, and so on. What about you guys? What about you?
I agree
Enrique?
with you. I pick A because it doesn't specifically say that she is involved with feminist movements just because she's a woman. There's a lot of other social justice issues with the world that she could be a part of.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Emmanuel?
Well, hearing your thoughts on this, I choose B actually. So I saw that I used perception bias.
Yeah, I use
So
perception
I
bias.
think I'll go with A.
Yeah,
You
because-
wanna go, guys, with A too?
I guess in the society that we live right now, it like it will definitely be B, but I'm also agree with you guys with A, so I'll go with the A.
Then it's A.
Yeah.
Okay, for 91C, this one,
was tough.
yeah. Well, I just went with 80% since it's already given. Like the witness said that the witness after testifying the witness, 80% of the time he actually identified the blue color and just 20% that he misidentifies. So I just went with 80% of probability.
Yeah, I guess if you like the same, like if you read the text, like the
Yeah.
if you use your common sense, you will say like it's 80%.
80%, yeah.
But if you use like the formula,
Yeah, the logical
but like
sense. Which
Based
I
on-
think Yuki you did.
Yeah, I actually spent a lot of time on that question because of
Using the
probability.
math?
Yeah,
Yeah.
using math, because I found out there's 4 scenarios, like 4 main scenarios. There's a scenario where the car was green and he identified it as green. The car where it was green and he identified it as blue. The car scenario where it was blue and he identified it as green, and it was blue and he actually identified it as blue.
Wow.
So it was a lot of math, but in the
Yeah.
end, like,
I remember the lesson of probabilities. That was a really tough one. Like
Yeah.
I hated that lesson.
it was so much probability, but in the end, I used a Bayes law, I think, and I came up with 41%.
Whoa, 41%.
But like as Marwa said, if you use common sense,
Yeah, you would say it's
you would say it's
80%.
80%.
Yeah.
so we go with the common
Yeah.
sense or formula.
I think science is always right.
So we
The
stay
most
with science.
math, yeah, like math is almost always right. What do you think, Emmanuel?
Well, I disapprove science, so I choose the common sense.
Choose common sense.
Common
theory.
sense.
Okay, so I think I'll just side with you guys for this one with common sense
Common
and go
sense?
with 80%.
So yeah, 80%.
Okay, go common sense.
Yeah. That's like the availability bias. Like we just
Yeah.
went straight with what we have, what's
Yeah.
given, without like thinking, without researching, without
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just choose.
For 91D, this one is a fun one. Like 91D.
So for the first decision, I obviously went with the share gain. If you're 100% sure you're gonna make
Yeah.
$240,
Don't
You
think of
take it,
anything.
yeah.
Don't think of anything else.
because like there's
I
a
chose
75% chance you're gonna win nothing.
Yeah.
That's a high percent.
Yeah.
I guess like when you're in business, you know, you have to like
Take
if you want to be
risks.
entrepreneur, you have to take risks.
I agree.
So I
But
will
like you have to take
as a
uh,
newcomer to business, I will take 75% risk of winning $1,000. 25% chance of winning $1,000.
Me,
But I guess I also like support
that's
you
a
guys too.
high risk.
yeah,
I know
that's
it's
like a higher.
75% is too much, but
Yeah, it is too much. I sided with Nuki. Like, A is the best option for me.
yeah.
Like, if there's any gain, just take it. If
Mara
you're
was
sure
a,
of anything.
Mara was a gambler, that's why.
Yeah. Emmanuel?
Yeah, I think I'll go B.
B?
'cause-
Okay.
B,
Well,
sided,
if
sided
you
with
have
Two
Marwa.
gamblers.
Yeah, you have to risk all or nothing.
For decision 2, I chose A. Same, like.
A short
it-
loss of 75.
yeah. Although there's not at first, like I was like between A and B. I was like maybe B. I leant towards B, but then because like there's not much of a difference between $750 and $1,000. You know,
But, yeah.
there's not much of difference. So I was like maybe B, but then it's like it's 75% chance of, so like it's a high chance. So I just chose A.
I think I would actually go with B on this one.
Same.
Because like unlike the first one, this is not a sure gain, this is a
Yeah,
sure loss.
This
Loss,
is like
yeah.
opposite basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if there's a slight chance that you could lose nothing, I think I'd
Yeah.
take that chance.
Yeah, that's good thinking, by the
Yeah.
way. Yeah, that's really great thinking. I like the thinking of that one, yeah. And for the last decision, my answer was A, because like now it's 80%, and also it's not like much. It's not a small difference. It's a really big difference, like $1,000 difference. So
Yeah.
I just went with A.
I guess this one is like kind of like B, like a
It's kinda-
choice
yeah.
second, yeah, but it's like $3,000, right? The first one was like $750. It's like double basically.
The
Yeah.
first one, there wasn't much of a difference. It's like a loss you can make up
Yeah,
if you
it's only
got it. But for this one,
260.
it's way more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Intense.
so I think I picked A for the third one.
yeah,
I picked A
I
too.
picked A too.
Okay, I'll put A too.
So I think our like last answer is going to be A, B, A.
Yeah.
Do you agree, guys?
Yeah.
Like from our discussions,
Yeah.
A, B, A. Okay, now for the last question, E.
For the E, I would say no. I wouldn't buy another ticket.
Yeah.
Same
I
here.
wouldn't buy another ticket.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I would say
$40.
also it's a Broadway play, and I went for the play myself. Even though I said I won't pay for it, I might still end up paying for it because
Yeah.
it's even into something I really loved, like the
Oh,
Avengers
it's-
movie.
yeah.
Yeah. So I might still pay the $40.
Do you love Broadway more than you love your money?
Okay. True. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a valid point.
Me, no, I said no because if I already paid for it, then like it means like it's from my right to watch it.
Yeah, like I already
Yeah.
have right. I can't prove it though, but
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
have. I know
So
I have
so
a
this is
right.
like attribution bias. Just because something that you're sure of it yourself, or you know that it's right yourself, it doesn't mean like it's not the manager's fault if he kicked you outside. You
Yeah,
know,
'cause-
because you don't have proof.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah. So I think this is attribution bias. If we answered no, it's like attribution bias.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I agree with you.
But like, yeah. So our last answer is gonna be no.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No.
no.
Okay. Here we're done. Oh my god. 12 minutes.